Hey you guys, it's Into the Stars, and in an amazing bit of synchronicity, Dutch Sense identified a pulse ring that spawned the Typhoon in the Philippines, and at exactly the same time we had identified an earthquake that happened on 11/3, which was exactly at the epicenter of the coming typhoon days later. Now, we also heard months ago in the short animated film I Pet Goat 2 the words reduction pressure November 6th. Now at that time we did not know what that meant. We had some ideas and we went through some rabbit holes, but as we know, with I Pet Goat there are many layers of truth to the short animation. But now it has become clear, and I'm doing this follow-up video to clarify what exactly happened and the amazing synchronicity that occurred. Now, as many of you know, Dutch Sense's video has gone viral. It has gone international. It has been addressed by the mainstream news, and he has had to rebut some of the claims that were made against it. Basically, he was able to identify the heart pulse that spawned the typhoon in the Philippines. So, what in fact does all this mean? Well, we took a look back at I Pet Goat and the sequence of events, and what you are going to see today is just fascinating. The storm is shown in I Pet Goat 2 right around the timestamp of when you hear the words reduction pressure November 6th. A reduction in pressure is a typhoon. One thing I'd like to repeat, and that is the earthquake that occurred on 11/3 was the worst earthquake worldwide at 6.0 in the Philippines. Okay? It also occurred at 11:03 Universal Time. So an earthquake on the date of 11/3 and at the time 11:03. The worst of that day in the Philippines, with its epicenter directly in the path of the oncoming typhoon. These are no accidents. Now, I'm not sure if Dutch had identified that earthquake or not, but we identified it here on this channel. Let's take this through very slowly. First we'll watch it in real time, and then we'll watch it slowly, and I'll explain to you point by point and show you that this scene is in fact talking about the worst typhoon in history in the Philippines. Now I want you to take note, aside from the obvious typhoon coming from the heavens, we also see the eye of the typhoon here, which takes up 3/4 of the screen. Now the typhoon then points to the phallus. We see a cross. Now of the Asian countries, the Philippines has the highest per capita of Catholics, other than another small nation in Asia called Timor. We also see the woman here in the window. She sees the impending storm. We see the heartbeat 3 times. She steps away from the window as the storm blows through. So we actually see the typhoon and the reduction pressure November 6th statement all in one scene, foreshadowing what was to come. We'll also show you the Filipino link to the fig leaf, which is on her dress there. So let's take a look at the history of the Philippines and Roman Catholicism. This is from Wikipedia. We see here that the Roman Catholic Church in the Philippines is part of the worldwide Catholic Church, with its head being the Pope. It is also one of two nations in Asia with a predominantly Roman Catholic population, the other being East Timor, and is the third largest Catholic country in the world after Brazil and Mexico. Now, back to the figs. Do figs grow in the Philippines? Yes, they do. Ficus pseudopalma is a species of fig known by the common names Philippine fig and a palm leaf fig. In nature, it is endemic to the Philippines, especially the island of Luzon. Now, in a very sick and seemingly unexpected coincidence, we see that NASA had called out on Halloween, of all days, the Typhoon, which was a precursor to the major one that happened just days before, was to lash Luzon, the Philippines. Here it is, Luzon. The name of the fig, or the place where the fig is from, in the Philippines. Days later, of course, 11/4 through 7, I think, we saw the worst typhoon in history. No accident. Anyway, you guys, that concludes our analysis. I just wanted to clarify some things for you guys so that we were very clear on how these events transpired. I do not talk to Dutch Sense on a personal level, so a lot of what he does is documentation. In this case, this was a definite synchronicity, and this happens often here on this channel. So I just wanted to document it and get this information to you guys. Take care and be safe.